Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki and I am a homeschooling mom of 5 and a new mom of 5. And in today's video, I am talking about how to homeschool with a newborn. Fun fact about me, this is my 3rd year homeschooling and I have not homeschooled without being pregnant or without a newborn / baby. All of the time that I have homeschooled, I have either been pregnant or had a baby in tow. So I'm here to share all of my wisdom and my knowledge because it has taken some time to figure out how to make this work. And I feel like this is like the first time that I'm like, it's fine, we got this. All right, the first thing that I want to share is to just keep your expectations in check. Don't expect your old routine, even your old homeschool routine, to flow and function the way that it had been. It's not going to happen. You cannot do all of the things. We as homeschool moms already have this huge load on our shoulders, and now you have a newborn. So just remember that all of the things that you've been able to do, you probably are not going to be able to do again right away. Now you will be able to get back to those routines and those rhythms that you have created, but right now with a newborn, it is unlikely to happen, and that is okay. Your expectations need to be, hey, is my baby happy and fed? Are my kids happy, fed, thriving in our new family? Those are the things that matter right now. All of the other stuff will come as, you know, as time passes. Do not stress about getting the math lesson done, getting the science work done. Don't worry about that stuff right now. Just keep your expectations, I don't want to say low, but just keep them realistic. You're not going to be able to do, you know, 5 days a week of lessons. And if you do that, please tell me how you did that. It's just not realistic, and that's okay, because not only are you, adding a new baby into your family, but everything is out of whack. So keeping your expectations in check with just very basic things like, are my kids fed? Are they happy? There we go. If all of those things have been met, you are succeeding, and the homeschool stuff will come naturally into the flow when you feel ready. And so the next thing that I want to share is to kind of go alongside that is to keep your homeschool simple. Very simple at this point. When you have a newborn, you know how demanding they can be. You are sleepless. You need more rest. Your kids are probably a little bit bonkers because, hello, new baby brother, new baby sister that they're all getting accustomed to. On top of you not having much sleep, it's okay if all you get done is reading a book or playing a game. And those are the things that I want to recommend. If like those first few weeks you do nothing, like take time off. And then when you start to feel ready, like, okay, we need a little bit more routine now. We need a little bit more structure, which I get that because I feel like most of us thrive on structure and routine. Play some games, read more books, watch movies as a family. All of those things are just as impactful and just as important as sitting down to do a lesson. And then when you feel like you're ready to add in those lessons, keep it very simple. Do a math lesson a day. The next day, do a reading lesson. All of the extra stuff like science and history and spelling and writing, don't worry about that stuff right now. That stuff you can add in later. And this kind of goes into my 3rd and final point, and I have my notes in here because I will get off track. enjoy this time. It's so precious. And you as a homeschooling mom, you have already had a newborn. You know how fast that time goes. It goes by so fast. And I really want to encourage you to just leave the books alone and to enjoy this time as a family. You cannot get this time back. It is so precious and so fleeting. Enjoy this time growing together as a family and bonding, enjoying your new precious little bundle, and the other stuff like the book work and the tests and the co-ops and all of those other things. You can do that later. I mean, I will say that this is the first time that I wasn't in a rush to like hurry up and get back to it. I know how fast this time goes, and I know that all of that stuff will be waiting for us. We took an entire month completely off. We did nothing. No school, not anything for the first entire month. Now granted, it just like coincided accidentally with the holidays, so it really worked out because we would have been taking time off anyway. But it wasn't until our son was 5 weeks old when we started doing school again. And when we started again, I felt it. Like, you can feel a shift in your family, in your home. You can feel like, okay, we need a little bit of routine back, like just a little bit to kind of like get us back on the rails before we lose everything, and everything is chaos. And I just simply added back in math and reading. And we did it a few times that first week. The second week, we added in a little bit more. And then the third week, we added in our morning basket. And I feel like now, he is 2 months old. We are like almost like back up to speed, but not quite. Like, last week, we didn't do any really extra stuff. We didn't do any science. We didn't do any extra anything. And that's okay. My kids spent more time playing with their new baby brother, playing with each other, having way more just imaginative play, and that is just as important. So I really want to encourage you that if this is the first time that you are homeschooling with a newborn, or if you are about to have a newborn and you're just like, how am I going to do all this? You're not. And I'm here to tell you that is okay. It's okay if you don't do it all. And it is okay if you take as much time as you need to adjust, because it is an adjustment. I don't care how many kids you have had. In my experience, so this was our 5th baby, it's still an adjustment. Does it get easier? Absolutely. It definitely gets easier because you know what you're doing, you know what to expect. But it's still a transition. You're still having to find a new routine, like I had mentioned earlier. The routine that we had before, that is gone, out the window. That routine no longer exists. We have to find a new one. And that's to be expected, and that's okay. And it's gonna take us time to find a new one. And that routine is going to continue to evolve and going to continue to change for the foreseeable future, because we have a baby in our house now, and babies are unpredictable. So if all that you take away from this video is this is what I want you to hear. Enjoy your time with your family. This right here is the absolute beauty of homeschool. This is it. You get to take everything else out, set everything else aside, and honestly, this gives me chills to talk about it, because this is why we homeschool. This is why most families homeschool, to have that freedom and that flexibility to say, you know what? That math lesson isn't really important right now. What's more important is getting our family into a new routine or in just simply enjoying our new baby and, you know, handling other sibling issues, because as you probably know, sometimes not all siblings are excited to have a new baby sibling. So this is the time that you get to really spend time focusing on those things and not the bookwork. The bookwork will always be there. One other facet that is really important to remember is this is also another reason to homeschool, or why it is so wonderful, is take this opportunity and weave it into your homeschool. These are life lessons that your kids will use later on. How to help mom take care of a baby. Showing your children how to nurture a baby and how to take care of them, and why it's important that is the most important thing right now. All of those things are equally as important as learning how to spell or learning how to read or add and subtract and all those things. Like, those things are important, but relationships and caring for others is, in my opinion, the most important. And those are the things that we can spend this time as a new family of, for us, 7, for you, whatever that is. This is the time to use the freedom that you have to pour into your children and show them this is what it looks like to care for someone else. This is it, and they will carry those skills on and on forever into the rest of their life. Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly hope that it was an encouragement to you. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below for more videos, and I will see you in the next one.